Everybody, thank you. We stand here for 231 days. This is exactly the amount of days since Russia started its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. But don't be fooled. The war didn't start in February. The war started in 2014. First when Russia annexed Crimea, and then when it deployed its troops in the east of Ukraine. And this is not the first time Russia done something like this. Because before that was Georgia twice. Before that was Chechnya twice. Before that was Moldova. And you should not forget also about Russian participation, so-called, in Syria war. So we stand here to tell you that even though you might think that the war now is currently in Ukraine and it seems far, it's not. And indeed, this war is not just against Ukrainians. This is the war against the international rule of law, against against democratic values, against human rights, against liberty. It's not acceptable that in the 21st century, one country, just because it's bigger and more powerful, is invading its neighbors. And everybody needs to understand that it's not just about piece of territory. Because Russia launched this war to eliminate all Ukrainian people, Ukrainian language, Ukrainian culture, Ukrainian history. And this week, Russia started the new spin of its spiral of terror. Because it's not just war on the front lines, it's terror which Russia unleashes every single day. On Monday, Russia launched more than 40 missiles on various cities in Ukraine. From east to west, from south to north, everywhere. Also, Russia launched more than 20 Iranian kamikaze drones. 2 targets, 1 civilians. So the places which were bombed in Kiev are kids' playground, in the park, in front of the known state university. I've been there numerous times. Streets, during the morning rush hour when people go to work. Can you imagine you drive your car in the morning to office and the rocket strikes just in front of you? And second target is critical civilian infrastructure. Things like power plants, heating plants, hydraulic structure. Lviv, town in the west of Ukraine, was out of power for hours because Russia tried to destroy and put blackout on our cities. People were sitting for 5 hours in the bomb shelters and in the corridors, because the corridor is the safest place at your home if you didn't run to the bomb shelter, for 5 hours. Yesterday, this terror continued. Today, again, Russia launched numerous missiles, again targeting infrastructure, again bringing some towns into blackouts. This cannot continue like this. We stand here to tell you that Russia is proper terrorist state, because war is war, but there are rules. But what Russia does is terror. If you remember 9/11 in US, in New York City, when the attack was done on civilian towns, on the civilian towers, Russia done the same on Monday. One of the business buildings was hit. So how is Russia not the terrorist state yet? We know some countries already started putting proposals to declare Russia as terrorist states. They sponsor terrorism, like Estonia. But we need every country to do that, because nobody is talking with ISIS. Nobody is talking with Hamas. Nobody is talking with Taliban regime. But somehow still people sit and try to negotiate something with Russia. It's impossible to negotiate with Russia. Russia never keeps its word. Russia never keeps any agreement. So it's important for you to understand that you are also part of this. Because as I said earlier, it's not just about Ukrainian territory. It's about peace in the whole world.